first and foremost, what do people need to know as they're trying to, just save a little bit of a buck here and there in the grocery aisles?
Well, the great news is that we're going to see food inflation really slow down this year. Everyone who's looking at this is predicting that we're going to finally see some slowed growth because we've had some supply chain disruptions finally clear up and some of the costs stabilize. But we are still seeing some pretty strong pressure, including what you said on the fact that people want their groceries delivered online now, and that does generally add some additional cost, although Amazon's clearly trying to put that in check. But what we do have as good news is there's some food categories that have really stabilized and even slightly flattened, and that includes all of your fresh meats, pork, beef, seafood, and even fresh fruits and vegetables. So we're really seeing the pressure is on some of those value-added products like PepsiCo's snack foods.
And so what's remaining expensive on the other side of that? So we've got the healthy items that you listed off that it sounds like we're seeing prices moderate lower on, but what's staying expensive at this juncture?
Well, I think you're going to start and continue to see it in the processed foods. So sometimes people are eating out away from home at restaurants. Those are the prices seeing the most pressure right now, and that's because of labor cost. We've made a commitment across the country in many states to actually start bringing up the labor and wages. And if not because of policies, because of the workforce pressure that there's just not enough workers. So labor is really driving this. And so if you think about where labor is most intense in the food systems, it's those prepared meals people eat away from home, or the processed products like those meals or products almost ready to just take out of the packaging and eat direct by consumers. That's seeing the most pressure because there's a lot of labor hours put into those products relative to some of your raw or fresher foods.
What are the top savings tactics that people can enact right now?
Well, cooking from scratch has always been one we've recommended when we do programming with consumers, because again, then you're providing the labor and not the folks there. There are people who are going to those big box stores. Costco's having a really good year right now because people are buying in bulk. They're doing some of those tactics to get the better price points per unit instead of that shrinkflation that Biden mentioned. And then last of all, eating out less, or at least making it a different part of your portfolio of your food spending, because those pressures are high. And of course, the other wild card here is what's going on with the discussions around Ozempic. We're actually seeing a pretty good share of households who are eating smaller, less portions and less food on average. And that's what the food companies are watching right now too. But that's one way people are also spending less, is they're eating less.